say does that stop?
And with more of the season behind us than ahead of us, these teams have more or less taken their final form, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, everyone's done a good job moving pieces around and figuring out what works. Now it's just about protecting your record and getting it done out there.
All right, let's take a look at New Orleans' starting lineup. In it forward, it's Ingram and Williamson. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Jusuf Nurkic. And it's Daniels in at the shooting guard position. There's McCollum with the three. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
Yeah, drawing fouls is tough, but the important part about that is when you get to the free throw line, you got to turn those into points, and it might have cost them in that last ball game missing all those chippies.
Now here's Nurkic, and right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Here's Daniels. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Oh, George with a steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Hachimura. Another one falls for Portland.
Hachimura's going to take all those mid-range shots if he can get them.
Here's New Orleans now. 7-point differential. Pass to Daniels. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Shoots over George, and that one hits the back iron. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Paul George doesn't just score, he can pass it as well. He's a great all-around player.
Ingram against Hachimura. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here, Ingram finds Nurkic. Out to McCollum. Pass to Ingram. Will it go? Nails it from 3.
And the lid's off. They're 1 for 4 to begin this one, but that shot might just get them going. C.J. McCollum has been a scoring machine for years. And the fact he does it with that much balance off the bounce makes him fun to watch.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Well, and with McCollum, his combo guard skill set would be valuable for any roster.
No doubt about it, B.A. I mean, this guy not only can score, get into the mid-range and shoot threes, give him some ball-handling duties. Have him set some guys up on the pick and roll, and C.J. can get the job done.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, C.J. McCollum really one of the more unique scorers in the league, and it has a lot to do with the peanut butter smoothness he has, handling the ball, being on great balance, and being one step ahead of the defense.
Henderson misses. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. McCollum outside. McCollum draws the double. Pass to Nurkic. To the inside. Williamson, no good.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one. Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
McCollum with it. Guarded now by George. McCollum, the pass to Ingram. Shot clock at 6. Nurkic, a screen on Hachimura. Ingram finds Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
You know, Nurkic has such a big, wide body. It's best if he uses it to help free up some guys on the screen.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Out to the wing. Here's Sharp. Here's Hayes. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Pass to Marshall. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Out to the right wing. Jones with the ball.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
And I love the way he played downhill on that drive. Love the attacking mentality in a close game. And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Pass to Marshall. 1:27 left in the opening quarter. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Simon's shot is good.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
New Orleans has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Outside Jones. Down low. Here's Hernan Gomez. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
The young Spaniard, Hernan Gomez, a good finisher around the basket.
Grant finds Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Marshall. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
You can't help but look toward their defense, and they're totally lost.
Here's Murphy. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
The Pelicans trail. Here's Alvarado. No good, a bit long that time. Here's Highland. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Grant, and it's Portland with another.
Jeremy Grant becomes consistent in that area. He'll consistently see his minutes go up.
Here's Murphy. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And he can't get the first one. And the Blazers making a change here.
Craig Murphy taking 3 shots.
And he's good on the second. So it's the Portland Trailblazers finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be back in a moment.
And a big round of applause for your Trailblazers youth dance team.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
So for New Orleans right now, Ingram and Zion, the former Dukies, in at forward. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Daniels in at the 2. Pass to Ingram. Takes a 3. They get the rebound.
You just love it when you can pick up those extra possessions, and Zion's the guy you want doing that.
Here's Henderson. Well, Brent, the relationship between players and refs can sometimes seem a little hostile. Does it need to be that way?
Well, you and me have our little tips, don't we, Brian? So, yes, in order for us to do our best work. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't have to be that way. But, look, when you're at this level of competition, it's heated, it's intense. Sometimes get outside your gourd a little bit. And that's when instances like this can happen between a player and a referee. And that goes for both sides.
Now here's Ingram. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. And Nurkic with the bucket on the assist by Ingram. Ingram's got 3 assists now in this one. George, right side. That shot is off. Nurkic with some nice D. Ingram with the ball. Guarded by Valanciunas. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
Yeah, it's so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion again to the rack.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Pelicans have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. McCollum right side. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Portland leading. Crowder, the pass to Valanciunas. Here's Daniels. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
And Jusuf Nurkic, a solid role player, fits well into any team environment. A great passer and doesn't need touches to contribute.
Kicks it to George. To the wing on the left. Hachimura outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. New Orleans has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. They grab their own miss. Here's Williamson. And it's all tied up. Williamson's got 8 points.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
Grant's checked in for Portland. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Brandon Ingram.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
And we saw last year, Nurkic can also act as a mentor with young players, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and that's a great veteran presence from Nurkic. Not a star player by any means, but a player everyone would want on their team.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Now here's McCollum. Tight defense on him. Some changes for New Orleans. Marshall, he's checked in for Nurkic, and Alvarado's subbed in for McCollum. Goes up off the inbound. Again, the Pelicans good for 2.
I'd like to see that as Ingram hits a shot from the mid-range. It's going to open some things up.
Top of the key, and good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. George has got 5 points in the quarter. Pass to Williamson. Here's Alvarado. Fires, high post. Valanciunas with a rebound. Here's Henderson. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And it's a 5-point Portland lead.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Here's Ingram. Portland grabs the miss. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Henderson. Tipped and stolen by Williamson.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Inside, here's Daniels. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools, showing his hops on that one.
It's scooped up. Here's Valanciunas. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That was good. Valanciunas has got his second bucket on the night.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Grant, left side. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Trust me, defense wants to keep Grant out of the paint, and he wants to get in there. That's why.
For New Orleans, they've gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. Over to the left wing. Here's Daniels. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got rebound number 8 now.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Outside for Grant. There's the 3. Doesn't drop. He's 4 for 5. The Pelicans trail. Pass to Williamson. Here's Daniels. Offline with a 3.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the Pelicans miss again.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Valanciunas sets a screen to the paint. Deflects the pass. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Well, I like it when he goes vertical, but I like it when he stays there. How about Zion getting up?
George for three. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
What a grand finale to the half. Great shot from distance to give his team the momentum right before the buzzer.
And so it's Portland, ending the quarter up 10. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. More 2K action in just a moment.
Hello, everybody. Before getting into the first half recap, let's check in on the injured players around the NBA.
The Pistons are at less than 100%. Boy, the loss of Cade Cunningham, man. He's such a strong presence. He has such an impact on the game in a big, big way. Man, they'll have trouble riding this out without it.
Next man up. That's what's up. Now let's talk about our game tonight. A nightmare of a first half for the New Orleans Pelicans.
They wouldn't be in such a deep hole if they hadn't given up so many offensive rebounds. Getting out hustled, getting moved around, losing possessions. The one thing you can control is effort.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. It has been a clinic out there by Zion Williamson.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
We've got Jeremy Grant. He's out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Rui Hachimura is out there with Paul George. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Brandon Ingram's advantage when he's down low like that still comes through in his length.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Well, a good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And so it's New Orleans with it. The Blazers making their last shot. Nurkic, a screen on Hachimura. Ingram, the pass to Nurkic. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. Ingram's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, Nurkic, with that soft touch, he's starting to cause some problems for the defense.
Valanciunas, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Yep, that one's good.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Here's Henderson, defended by Nurkic. And the dunk by Valanciunas. And he's now got the double-double.
Yeah, kind of weird to say body control with a guy who doesn't get up off the floor, but Valanciunas shows some there. And Nurkic, one of the tough guys that you rely on out there. You know, scary injury for him back in 2019, but able to overcome that roadblock and get himself back and healthy.
So it's the Pelicans now, trailing by 10. On the wing, Jones. George defending. Nurkic, a screen on George. Pass to Hernan Gomez. 4 on the clock. A shot from the mid-range. And again, no good by New Orleans. Well, Brent, while it was scary, Nurkic came back from injury just as good as ever.
Yeah, with a major injury like that, you figure it's going to alter your game, but really Nurkic has been able to get back in and kind of double down on what he does well. That's playing physical and being a post presence.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty. I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
George, good.
And Grant with a nice heads-up play, willing to make the next pass.
For New Orleans, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Up top, McCollum. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. All right, here now, the league's top rebounders over the past month. Number 1, Jonas Valanciunas.
He's just been incredible on the boards over the last month of the season. He's a guy who plays with such desire.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And McCollum drops them both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
First personal foul.
Free throw good. Hachimura.
Hachimura being able to step out and shoot threes, that's huge for his development.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Here's McCollum. The shot, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. And they're deep into this homestand. That'll be game 4 out of 5. And here's Grant from the arc. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Coming out of the break red hot. I mean, they have yet to miss a shot.
Here's McCollum. And the Pelicans miss again.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Hayes is checked in for Portland. Sharp comes in for Hachimura. And a change for the Pelicans. Marshall's checked in. Here's McCollum. Down low. Here's Jones. It's tipped.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And Sharp has to be one of the best finishers at the rim in this young class.
Alvarado's checked in for New Orleans. And the free throw, no good. And the rise of the internet has helped give players their own voice. But now with podcasts and other streams, Grant, they're also able to monetize their voice.
Yeah, players understand the value of their voice and also how to monetize that. Speaking directly to their fans, to their customers, using these different platforms. You know, I think broadcasters need it. I think you and I need to have a podcast, B.A.
For sure. We can't afford you, though.
That might be true.
Here's Alvarado. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. To the middle. There's the steal. Simons with it. He's picked up by Jones. Three-pointer Sharp. Gets the 3 ball to go. Sharp's got 8. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Here's Marshall. A minute 31 left in the third quarter. And the Pelicans miss again.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
Yeah, this team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
And it's Alvarado missing.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Highland misses. New Orleans has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Simons against Jones. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Alvarado to stop the drought. And they recover it. Here's Marshall. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Grant. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And here's Simons. And at the buzzer, count it!
Just textbook. Kept his cool and waited for his shot.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter, too, with some confidence.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in total control, up by 29 going into the break.
And your Trailblazers youth.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Reggie Bullock is out there with Chuma Okeke. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Then there's Zion Williamson.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Okeke. There's the triple. That one is off. And it's Portland the other way. Now here's Crowder. Here's Henderson. Covered by Williamson. Henderson misses. Here's Bullock. Now Ingram. You know, for team owners, it often seems best not to take too active a role in basketball decisions. But, Grant, you're a team owner. How do you feel about this?
Well, it's a tough situation, B.A. Many of these owners have made tremendous amounts of money building their fortunes, of course, being very hands-on with their business. But basketball is a different kind of business. Success is not always linear. And sometimes as an owner, you're not an expert when it comes to this particular business. So it's interesting kind of being engaged, but not being too hands-on and letting your people do their job to the best that they can.
Offensive board. Here's Bullock. And again, New Orleans, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Sharp. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Here's Bullock. Back to Ingram. Can they get it? And that one drops for him.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. To the inside, and stolen by Williamson. Driving inside.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my.
Throw that one up top.
Oh, what a play.
It's just so agile is Zion out there in those kind of plays, gutting through the defense and just finding lanes to rip through.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Portland Trailblazers. On Wednesday, it'll be the Sacramento Kings coming to town.
And that game against the Grizzlies, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
Howard's checked in for Cousins. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for New Orleans. And last season, new trophies unveiled for the conference finals, honoring Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Bob Cousy, Oscar Robertson. I love bringing up these names again.
I agree, B.A. I mean, these are legends. These were those that laid the foundation for this league to be successful. So the idea of adding a little hardware and putting their names on it, I couldn't think of anything better.
And the basket is good.
Crowder not hesitating on the offensive end.
New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Okeke, guarded by Howard. Williamson with a screen on Howard, down low. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
Give that one to Jay Crowder.
From a physical standpoint, you just can't match up with Williamson's power down low.
And the Blazers making a change here. Hayes is checked in.
And few players are as electric as Zion. The speed and power he plays with, something you see once every few decades.
The 17-footer. Rebounded by New Orleans.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Pass to Okeke. Here's Williamson. Back to McCollum. Nurkic with the ball, guarded by Howard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nurkic passes to Williamson. From deep. Offensive rebound. And Nurkic throws it down.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
On the wing, Crowder. Here's Sharp. Another one falls for Portland. And the blend of speed and power, as you said, Grant, Zion is unmatched.
He's a rhino with a jetpack. And on defense, when you see him coming in the open floor, you don't want to get in his way. The explosiveness in the paint is really what makes him so efficient.
To the left side wing. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Well, the Pelicans shooting around 30% since the 4th quarter got underway. Williamson outside. Pass to Okeke. There's McCollum with the 3. No good on the shot. Now Portland takes it the other way.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Trailblazers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
No surprise, another victory for these guys who have been on a tear all year long. They've now won 62 games.
And it's clear who the better team is. They sweep the 4-game season series, just dominating them.
Daniels, that one's true.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Here's Sharp. And it's Portland scoring again.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
McCollum outside. He buries it from 3.
CJ just so smooth and is a marksman from 3.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Sharp for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Here's Daniels. McCollum outside, so no problem for Portland as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Thanks for coming.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
And we'll see you.
Jeremy, as this team approaches the postseason.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. So long, everyone.